Growing up, I remember my childhood, there was a lot of family issues, even though outside everyone would look at our family and thought everything was fine. And because of that, I carried that emptiness with me throughout the whole childhood. And then it becomes more so, noticeable when I came to the UK with my mum, since my mum and dad split. I would come to school. I never really know what the word depression meant. I didn't really realize that thoughts like, I want to kill myself, thoughts like, oh, I want to jump off the windows, things like that, whenever a situation at home happens, is not normal. And so I shouldn't tell about it. In my school, I would be the friend within the friend group that usually advises, that usually listens and help people. Because I guess I was quite the oldest one, but then at the same time, I was to people quite perfect, came without English, but learned so quickly. Through that, I would hear from my friends talking about depression. That's when I would realize, oh, it is a thing, like going through thoughts that say, you want to kill yourself. And the girls would be talking about self-harming and things like that. And I'd be like, oh, this is deep, but it's not right to do that because that's you harming yourself. And to me, because I care for the people around me, I would advise them not to do that. But I guess through telling them not to do that, but then I'm also expose myself to seeing the things they do, I would be the one that goes behind the background and does it myself. At home, there would be situations between me, my mum and my family. And because of that, it would be that if I stop crying also, I would see it as a sign of weakness. So to other people, I would tell them, it's okay to express your emotion. It is that you're strong, you're able to just be real and be yourself. But for myself, if I do it, I literally would slap myself and like, why are you showing weaknesses? And in different ways, self-harm may not be quite obvious to people that would look at me, but I would do things that they would not know about. And that is how my life was so just empty, just always having to depend on something to make sure that I am okay. But then the moment when, for instance, there's no friend, there's no family, I'd be in the room to myself and I realized this is reality. There's nothing. I was just void. The worst moment of my depression stems in the moment when I realized I was just quite numb to everything. I just struggled with this thought a lot after having the family issues just constantly in my mind. Go kill yourself because you are a liability. You're the reason why everyone's having conflict. You're the problem. So what's the point of you living? Because in that moment, I just felt like I'm the one that always hurt people. That thought kept on coming. And before, it never came in that frequency where it was just so strong to the point I want to act on it. This time, it's like, if there's nothing to stop me, I probably would jump out of the window in that moment. And I remember at that time, didn't know why it came up, but it was one of the youth group message that was online. And I remember the pastor said that if you were to die right now, would God forgive you? I was conflicted in, okay, kill yourself and God won't forgive you, or do something about it. And in that moment, I had to make that prayer to say, I need you to help me or otherwise I'll die today. My experience first time in a universal church, I would say, at the start, I didn't think it was for me. I'm not really someone that believes in God and I was an atheist, so this is a strange place to step into. And secondly, I just thought everyone was very happy. I realized the joy that the people carried were true. And that's the one thing that stood out because I was like, I've never seen this kind of true joy since I used to always observe and had a lot of perception about life. Looking at the testimonies, it started to make me reason within myself of, if God can change those people's life, then for what reason can't my life also change? But the only one thing that stepped in between was that I didn't know God, I didn't want God, I didn't want to convert. So in that moment, I start to realize that, okay, I got nothing to lose. This is the time I'm going to try God. If God is real, He's going to show me. And that's my process of conversion. I start coming to the services, I start coming to the youth group and apply everything that I learned. And from that, I start to see results. By doing the little things, God saw the willingness in me and He was able to honor and help me through everything that I go through. Nicole today, with the Holy Spirit, I would say I'm a lot more decisive. I'm different from the way I was before. The moment that I started to fully surrender myself, gave all my emptiness, my voidness, my life away, is the moment when I received the Holy Spirit. The Nicole of today, she is happy, she's at peace, she's able to sleep, and she's able to see the changes that God can make in her, because before she couldn't see that changes. Before she didn't think she can overcome depression. Before she didn't think that she can be someone that's able to use her life to help others. But today, this is me. Also, today I have a job. I am currently studying. I am also very happy with my family, being filled with the Holy Spirit, and I have been free from depression for 4 years now.